Each year, there is about 1 million suicides worldwide. Women attempt suicide 3 times more than men, but men are more likely to actually succeed. It is known that women are more likely to choose a romantic way of killing themselves, like poisoning or jumping off high-rise buildings and bridges, while men are more likely to use a more violent method, such as a car crash, a gunshot to the head or mouth. Today, not only the number, but the types of suicide have changed. People travel from different countries to big cities and famous places of interest just to end their lives by jumping off a cliff, a bridge, or a tower. This type of suicide is referred to as tourist suicides, and the popular places where the act takes place is known as suicide sites. These destinations have a certain reputation, some magic aura that attracts people who have decided to take their own life. Though these places may look so beautiful, there is a more sinister story hiding just in the dark. This video is not promoting suicide. It is for educational purposes only. Colorado Street Bridge. Built in 1912, 44 meters high, the Colorado Street Bridge is known as the Suicide Bridge. First recorded suicide was on November 16, 1919, and nearly 50 suicides have occurred between 1933 and 1937, during the Great Depression. The bridge had a bad reputation before it was even built, as a construction worker fell to his death and landed in wet cement under the bridge. Supposedly, he is still there today. Another well-known suicide is that of a mother who took her child and herself to the bridge and was ready to end it all. She threw the baby first, then jumped, plummeting to her death. The child survived as it landed in a tree unharmed, but the mother successfully ended her life. This unique structure has seen over 100 people commit suicide from it, plummeting the 44 meters to the ground below. Several spirits haunt the bridge, including a man with wire-rimmed glasses and a vanishing woman with a long flowing robe. She is often seen standing atop the bridge, then vanishes as she throws herself off. Even below the bridge, ghosts are said to walk the riverbed. Strange sounds and cries echo throughout the dark nights. Misty forms have been reported and animals act strange in the area. A male ghost, wandering under the bridge, whispers, "Her fault," to anyone he runs across. Ghost Viaduct, Germany. This is the largest brick-built bridge in the world, and for a time it was the tallest railway bridge in the world. It was built between 1846 and 1851. Standing 78 meters high, this bridge is infamous for its reputation as a suicide bridge, as many have come here to take their lives. 8 suicides in just 8 months in 2002 made the federal police increase supervision. The number of suicides is unrecorded. Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco, USA. In 1995, authorities of San Francisco stopped keeping records in an effort to not encourage more deaths. When the counting stopped, there were almost 1,500 deaths from jumping off the bridge. In 2013, 118 jumpers were talked down, but there was still 46 who died. In August of the same year, there was a jumper every 3 days. Jumping from the Golden Gate Bridge is effective. 5% actually survived the 120 km/h impact from the 75-meter fall, though most die from hypothermia or drowning. On average, a person jumps from the bridge to their death every 2 weeks. Westgate Bridge, Melbourne, Australia. One of the most suicidal places in Australia. This bridge opened on the 15th of November 1978, standing 58 metres above the water. It is believed that one suicide happens here every 3 weeks. 62 suicides occurred between 1991 and 1998. Though there is a lot of suicides here, 7 people have survived the 58-metre fall. Of those who jumped off the Westgate Bridge, 31% fell on land, Some of those who landed in the water drowned. In 2004, it was recommended anti-suicide fencing, or barriers, to be erected on the bridge to deter people from taking their lives. Later, a permanent barrier was installed along the length of the bridge.